Hello Balloon World, I'm Michael Floyd, your balloon twister, and this week I want to teach you how to make a dog with no hind legs. Now you know what you're thinking, why would you want to make a dog with no hind legs? And I want you to know that you're an awful person for thinking that. What's wrong with you? Get out. For the rest of you, I'm going to show you how to make my pal Wheels here. He's a really cute puppy, and even though he needs a cart to get around, everybody loves him because he has a great personality, just like all those other dogs at your local animal shelter. So remember to adopt, and don't overlook those handy-capable mutts. Let me show you how to make him. To make our pal Wheels, we're going to need 3 balloons. We'll need a blue 350, a gray 260, and a black 350. We're going to start with the body of our dog, so get your blue 350 out and inflate it halfway. Put some air out and tie. Give it a good squeeze and a stretch. We're going to start with the head, so we want to make a section 4 inches long, and then we want to make 2 more of these for the ears. So all 3 of these sections should be about the same size. Now we're going to twist this seam here into this seam here. And there we have the head of our dog. Now we're going to give the balloon another squeeze and a stretch. It's important to do this after every step. We're going to twist a small neck, a little bit over 1 inch. Now we're going to twist 2 more sections just like we did for the ears. So we're going to twist 2 sections, each about 4 inches long. Now we want to twist this seam here into the seam here. So there's our dog body so far. Now we're not going to be making hind legs, but we do want to make a spot for the tail to go up. So we're going to give the balloon a nice gentle squeeze. We're going to go down about 6 inches. And we're going to want to twist a small bubble. So make a bubble about 2 inches long. Fold it over, and we're going to pinch twist this by pulling it, pinching it, and twisting it. And you notice we have our tail right there on the end. So we just want to give it a little bit of a poodle tail. There we go. And you can see I have a little bit too much air in there, so my poodle tail looks a little funny, but that's okay, we don't judge anybody here. Everybody's welcome. But there we go, we have the body for our dog. Now it's time to make the cart. To make the cart, we're going to be using a gray 260, inflate it halfway. Let some air out, tie. Give it a good squeeze and a stretch. We're going to twist 2 bubbles, each about 1 inch. We're going to take the knot here, and we're going to twist it into this seam here. And then we're going to take the slack from that knot and wrap it through the seam. So you should have 2 squared up bubbles that look like that. Give it a nice squeeze and a stretch, because we want it to be soft. We're going to go over about 5 inches, and we're going to make 2 more 1-inch bubbles. Now we're going to twist this seam here into this seam here. We're going to give this a nice stretch so we have a little slack. We're going to wrap that through that seam and twist it to square off the bubbles on this side. So this will be the bottom of our cart. This is where one wheel will attach, and this is where the other wheel will attach. Now we want to give the balloon a nice squeeze and a stretch, and we're going to attach this onto our dog. So you want to put this part here right below the body where the hind legs would have been. We're going to wrap this around to the front, and we're going to twist it right here into this part. So you can see it's just a gentle fit there. It's not too tight, but it's not so loose it's going to fall off. The rest of this we don't need, so we can break it off. If you're not familiar how to break a balloon, or you don't have a pair of scissors, one way you can do it is just a small little bubble like that. Hold it and pinch it like that, so it's not going to come undone on you. And then you can just snap it with your fingers, like that, to let all the air out. And then if it's still attached, you can give it a gentle tug, and it'll break. Tie a knot so it's not going to come undone on us. And then slip that knot up inside so we don't see it anymore. So now we have the cart, we need the wheels. For the wheels, I'll be using a black 350. Inflate it 1/3 of the way. Let some air out and tie. Give it a squeeze and a stretch. We're going to make a tulip twist for the wheels. So we're going to take that knot right there. We're going to push it inside the balloon. We're going to grab it from the outside. I'm going to pull my finger out. So you can see it's sort of inverted like a belly button now. That's because I'm holding on to the knot. Now I'm going to twist it on this side of the knot so that the knot is trapped outside of that twist. And I'm going to twist it really good because I don't want it coming undone on me. Once I have it twisted around some, I'm going to give myself some slack on this side. You can see the knot's right there. And I'm going to push that knot back inside, but because it's twisted, it's not going to come undone on me. Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to break it off. I'm going to hold on to this because I want to use it for the other tire. But see, we have a little bit of slack there so we can attach it to the cart. Now we do that with the rest of this. Tie a knot, gentle squeeze, push the knot in, grab onto the knot, pull the finger out, give it a twist, making sure the knot's on that side of the twist. Twist it a lot, push the knot back inside, give it some slack, and now break it off so that we have some slack left over. And we have our two wheels. They should be about the same size, but if they're not, that's okay. Now we're going to attach our wheels onto our card. We're going to take the slack, we're going to wrap it around the two bubbles. We're going to slip that wheel inside of the two bubbles. We're going to take the slack, we're going to wrap it around the wheel on the top of the bubble, and then back down again. What this does is that instead of twisting the wheel directly into the bubbles, it just sort of pulls it and ties it against there. You can see it being pulled there, which means it's going to be nice and loose, but at the same time firm enough to where it's not going to flop around. Do the same with the other wheel on the other side. Now we adjust it so that the wheels are nice and straight, and that the card is appropriately positioned. And there we go, we've made one handy-capable dog. Now it's time to draw his face. To draw his eyes, I'm going to be using a white paint marker. This is an Edding 750. Make sure you shake it. I'm going to draw two large eyes, one here and the other here. So there you can see the eyes. Make sure you wait for that paint to dry before you draw on it, but while that's drying, I'm going to draw the nose and the mouth. I'm going to be drawing the nose right here at the top of the arc, right above the knot, and it's basically just a big black circle. For the mouth, I like to draw a smile that comes from both sides of the mouth and meets right in the middle of the knot. That way it makes the knot look like his tongue and he's sticking out just a little. Well, the eye should be nice and dry by now, so I'm going to draw two smaller black circles at the bottom of each eye. Now on the top of the eye, I'm going to trace the outside of the white just to give it a little bit of a depth. So you can see that makes it look a lot more friendly. Don't forget to draw his eyebrows, which is just an arch over each eye. And if you want to make it a girl dog, go ahead and put some eyelashes coming off the end of the eyelid. Oh, isn't she cute? One last thing I like to do is final touches with the white paint marker. I'm going to do a small gleam in each eye, and then if I want it to be uber cute, I'll put an even smaller gleam on the other side of the eye. So it's like super cute. One other thing I like to do is I'll put a little bit of gleam right on the nose. Just like that. She's just downright adorable. Well, that's it for this video, guys. As always, if you enjoyed it, click that thumbs up button, and I'll see you back here next Monday with a brand new balloon animal lesson. So if you don't want to miss anything, make sure you subscribe. And if you can't wait till next week, check out the playlist in the description. I have over 100 balloon animal lessons. I'm Michael Floyd, your balloon twister. Remember, you can make anything out of balloons, even my pal Wheels.